welcome to the 4th week of the NaNo Prep 101. Whew, I hope you're doing well. I'm having a bit of a headache, but still having so much fun. Whew. So, last week we were tackling characters, which, as I said, I think last week, it did kind of feel like pulling the words out of my eyeballs, because despite having the base idea for my characters for like 20 years for this story, I didn't know my characters like at all. I don't know them quite yet. No, quite yet, but I will definitely get to know them in November. But answering those questions, and then oh wait, that was the week before last. Last week was the plotting, and I'm still like not quite sold on what I do have down. It's like like the basics, yes. The absolute skeleton, yes, but putting the limbs on is like, I feel like I put the arm on the head and you know, like I don't feel like I put the skeleton together correctly, so need to keep working on that until I'm at least happy with the base that I do have, so I can work with it. Obviously it's going to change, but working with the basics is probably, you know, helpful, so you can actually write the story in November. But this week it is world building, and I have to say personally, I would, I'd probably do the world building before I do the plotting. I mean, that maybe if I'd switched them around personally, that would have helped instead of, yeah. Okay, so we start with ideas and ideas making, and I had it really easy because I already had an idea that I want to work with, which is these, 5 main characters who are pirates on their ship with other characters in the crew, because obviously you're gonna need more than 5 people, manning a ship that is pirating. And the base idea is that these are this core group of characters need to go out on a quest to go save their Phantom Majesty, their queen, the Queen of Pirates, because she has gone missing. And the story is obviously going to be about, these characters, how they go about finding the queen, and when they do find the queen, what happens then. Because the queen, obviously, she has her backstory and she has her story that needs to be addressed. Because the working title, it is PMS, Pirates Accidental Heroes. And it's accidental heroes because they aren't setting out to save the world, which they do accidentally do. Their purpose, their intention is simply to go and save this person who has been basically their mother. This is the person who has cared for them, took them in when they had nothing else. And definitely morally great. I mean, they are pirates. There's a purpose with, there's a reason why the queen has assembled this many pirates and why she is attacking this particular area, why she is targeting this. Honestly, my characters don't really care about that. This is the life that they live. They're gonna learn more about why they've been brought into this life, but as a whole, they simply care about maintaining their family. This is obviously going to be tested because that's how we get a story. So that's the basic idea, and those are my characters, that's the basic plot. Then we get to world building, and I'm so excited about that too, because that is going to push me to really settle down and decide, well, yes, and also write down the entire list of what I have in my setting so far, because writing about the characters, answering the questions, did bring up ideas for settings. Like, they weren't always in the same place. For my peace of mind, I'm gonna need to write down, like make a note of, oh, that's Michael, make a note of the ideas that I came up with in answering the character questions, and figure out, what fits, what do I need to change, what's the dealio. And the thing about this world is that they are pirates, so the main setting is going to be the ocean. It's gonna be a lot warmer than where I live. Like, I'm an Icelander, I live in Iceland, it's cold! Like, not kidding, right now we're having fog and rain. So I want to be nicer to my characters, and I'm pretty certain that in November it's gonna be cold. It's probably gonna be, rather dark while writing. We might have some cold rain or snow, maybe snow, I don't know. Which is why I would really like to put my mind somewhere else where it is warm, where the ocean is warm, with warm rain. Like, I don't want to put them in this kind of conditions, okay? So, but it does make me think about the world itself, because the world isn't just a setting. The world is the people, it is the cultures, it is languages, mannerisms, food. It is so many things, and I'm so excited to get to know about these things. But I don't think I need to know everything right now. I feel like right now, because the challenge this November is to write 50,000 words, and the way that my mindset right now is not that I need to have this complete thing. My mindset is I need to get into this world and get to know more about it and find out what's up with my head here. What am I? What we do? But oh, you know, world building is so many things. It is so many questions, like, about the culture, about how do they dress, why are they pirates, just, and what is going on? Like, there are so many things, and it's so. But world building isn't just sitting down, answering questions, and writing things down. It's also taking a piece of paper and drawing something like, an idea of your world. Like drawing, like, where are you? Oh yeah, draw a blob, and then you make a bit more details. And for me, like, I don't know if this is gonna be. Actually, yes, this might be the basic idea of the world that I'm gonna be writing about, because I know that I need something visual to just anchor myself where my characters are, and something like this helps me so much. I love maps, and I need this. I need something like this. You can't always just pick up a piece of paper and a pen and sketch something out. And it doesn't need to be detailed, it doesn't need to be perfect, it's just something that you are doing for yourself to help yourself anchor your brain. Like, where am I putting my characters? Because in my story it's going to be mainly the ocean, because the ocean is everything. It's going to be the surface levels, and it's going to be below some parts. It's gonna be so much fun. Like, and it's going to be islands, it's going to be, different sections, different parts, different groups. We are going to be having kingdoms and queendoms. That's a word that I learned years and years ago, and I'm a little annoyed that it isn't used in current, like, English vernacular. Queendom. When a queen rules a region, that region is called a queendom. I like that, I'm using that. And you have so many different and interesting things to use. I'm also happy. And also because this is something that has been brewing for so many years. It's been 20 years. Like, it probably keeps, just repeating ad nauseum. But in those 20 years, I've learned so much more about the world. I've learned more about people, learned more about culture, about history, about so many different things. I do feel that right now I am more prepared to write this story. It's obviously going to be a different story than if I had actually sat down and written it, you know, when I was 17, 18. I know more about what the world is like, and I feel like this pool of just random information is going to make this story, hopefully not putting my foot in my mouth, but it's hopefully going to make this story more interesting. It's going to be more. So yeah, I really hope you guys are having fun this Preptober. Actually, you know, here in Iceland we are, probably other places there, October is Master Month. So in Master Month, people challenge themselves to make often like minor changes in their lives, like maybe move more, maybe do a little bit more exercise, eat a little bit more healthier, spend more time with their families, read more books. And because apparently, I don't know where my brain is, but I decided to challenge myself to write 4 short stories and complete them in October. I'm like, at the time it sounded like a really good idea, but right now I'm like, the heck was I thinking? But I can use this to help me for November, because I need to get to know this world better, and I'm not gonna do that by just sitting down and writing down lists. It would help me to sit down and write stories that take place in the world and figure out that way. So yeah, I'm still really excited about November. I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be so much fun. But you know, with the world building, I am going to need to get back to the do this thing, and then turn around and go back to my basic structure and go change a few things, because thinking about what the world is like is informing more on what the plot is going to be like, and that's like. And also, the thing is, this is not set in stone. Everything is allowed to change, and that is going to happen. Like when I get to know the characters better, when more characters come in and like woohoo, when I get to know the world better, what is happening, like all those things are going to inform on the plot and the story and what is going to happen. And I'm like, I feel like I've just stepped into a new region without a map, and I'm just finding out everything. And it's so much fun. So yeah, I really hope you are having as much fun as I am. This is so. I'm gonna get back to the world building and then dismantling my plot again, because there are things that I realized about the story. So I will see you hopefully next weekend, if my brain hasn't fried completely. So take care, and I will see you next time. Okay? God bless.